Welcome to AOSIS Insights, where we unlock knowledge to the world. Prof Elize van Eeden, Editor-in-Chief of New Contree, a recent addition to our AOSIS Scholarly Journal collection, is joining me today. Prof, welcome to this interview.
Thank you, Lorica, for this invitation. It's a privilege.
Please tell us a bit about yourself, your background, and how you became involved in this field of study.
Well, my mom says I'm born in Krugersdorp, or today's Mogale City. My school years was in Boksburg, and thereafter I academically started at the Rand Afrikaans University, or today's University of Johannesburg. In my early academic years, engaging in postgraduate studies was not so common, but which was something I always wanted to do in the discipline of history. While I was working as a teacher of history in two secondary schools, I did the honours degree part-time at UNISA, got married in between, and then found myself in Potchefstroom, where my master's and PhD continued. How I became involved in the field of regional studies was a matter of time and opportunity. When I took up a project in this direction on behalf of the Department of History, the field of local and regional studies was in its infant shoes in South Africa. And the university worked closely with the Human Science and Research Council, who was pioneering regional histories in South Africa after an elaborate research undertaking by them internationally. My master's research was an intensive narrative that had to cover literally most historical developments of the former Carletonville region in the Far West Rand, and that today forms part of the Merofong local municipality. It's from the PhD level the focus of study narrowed down to mainly an economic history of especially the region's rich mining developments.
Could you please give us an overview of the goals that you have for this journal and the significance of this area of study?
Perhaps first about its significance. For so many years, studies in political history dominated the image of history, and that allowed for an underscoring of many other aspects of humankind. So the national narrative of a country dominated, but most often the micro and micro developments that feed national narratives are not well understood or underscored in research, with everyday people becoming more important in understanding the past so that the regional history becomes significant to understand better general and specific trends. Though a sometimes hybrid concept, the histories of regions in South Africa and continentally have broader roots than just the micro-impression some might think of it. The goals of New Contree, if one reflects back, already started in development in the 1970s and 1980s when it was known as Contree. Those goals initially were modest and only defining the regional developments in the politically demarcated areas of South Africa. With time and scholarly growth in the field, the journal embraced valued goals like instilling and disseminating specific comparative local and regional history as debates in Africa, but also to value this debate in a broader transnational context. Lastly, New Contree's journal also complements a rigorous, theoretical, reflexive, social and culturally historical content in which inclusivity in reconstructing the past from below and above histories are welcomed.
Finally, would you mind sharing with us your thoughts on the journal's vision and objectives? And what kind of research are you looking to publish in this journal?
The journal New Contree will soon be 40 years of age. It's my and the editorial board's wish that the journal's vision that matured over the years currently accommodate regional developments in Africa while also taking intense cognizance of methodology and other theoretical developments related to it. We pursue comparative as well as multidisciplinary studies internationally in the field. So if you ask me, what do we need from our authors that will be interested to publish in the journal? We welcome high-quality academic articles which address research on an aspect of the history of regions and localities in Southern Africa in particular, but also in Africa and other parts of the world. Any aspect of activity, topic, phenomenon in, for example, urban, rural, social, cultural, health, environmental, economic and political life, locally and regionally, or in other global contexts, are of interest to the journal. We also welcome contributions on regions and localities that contribute towards and emanating from refreshed methodological, theoretical and historiographical views, changing research approaches in local and regional histories, and also facilitate, and that is important, also facilitate community knowledge systems towards co-arriving at broader understandings for sustainable environments will be encouraged, and scholarly reporting on this really truly welcomed. Lastly but not the least, and also mentioned earlier, we welcome and encourage multidisciplinary-like research in histories on localities and regions with a vision to also provide a comprehensive understanding through the methodologies of other disciplines.
Thank you, Prof Van Eeden. If you think that your research fits into the focus and scope of this journal, then please visit the journal website at newcontree.org.za and submit your manuscript for consideration. Prof, we appreciate your time today and are excited to collaborate with you.
My pleasure.